Welcome back everyone to Modded Minecraft 1.7. So today I was thinking about potentially solving a problem I'm having with an ender pearl supply. I will at some point probably soon need to upgrade my energy conduit. I left clicked on that one golem and the clay golem picked him up and put him in the chest. Okay, well, as I was saying, I need to upgrade my energy conduits eventually, and there's no way to upgrade existing conduits, so I'm thinking of skipping straight to this top tier, but that requires ender pearls. And I'm not 100% sure. Let's see if this golem will do it again. That is so funny. But I'm assuming that the golems are capable of harvesting ender pearls. I'm not 100% sure. We are going to set some stuff up and hope that they do, and hopefully they won't die either. Okay, so we need the harvesting golem and the gather golem. And they're going to get potatoes and carrots as well, which I guess is okay. Are you guys taking damage? That guy's healing, but I don't know what happened to him. Okay, and let's see. I'll just break this chest and steal its upgrades, if I can. Okay. And then just need to clean up the mess over here. Get all the stuff out of my life for now. I've got no shortage of food at this point. Okay, and you can go in there. And now this area is not within chunk loading bounds of my base, so I'm going to put a world anchor back here as well. And I'll just plop it down here. I'll give it 2 ender pearls, so this will run for 24 hours. And hopefully that will get me a good stockpile of ender pearls here. I should also make sure that I don't have any more ender lily seeds just laying around somewhere. Oh, I do have more in here. Okay. Any more? Anywhere? Kind of hard to say. I don't think there are. Alright. So let's go ahead and plant these. That looks good. And I guess either these guys don't take damage from the ender lilies, or... not sure. Let's actually take off my armor here. See, if I push you into that, doesn't look like he's getting hurt. So I guess he will be okay. So the oil pump did finally finish, and we've got a full tank of fuel over here and about half a tank of oil that still needs to be refined, and it will just flow into the refinery as it's needed. And you can see it's requesting a few millibuckets here and there, and then this guy runs just a little bit. So I don't believe that thing is drawing power when it's not in use, or if it is, it's not drawing that much because our energy usage is the lowest it's been in a long time, I think. Well, it's actually running a little bit higher right now. And I don't know if I've shown it, but I do have a tier 4 solar panel up here right now. So that produces how much again? 256 during the day. So just a little bitty supplementary power supply. Not too much. Well, now that I've actually bothered to think about how many ender pearls this would be, I've decided that I will just use the second tier energy conduits for now. So let's go ahead and grab a stack of those, and I'm sure I'll need more. And I'll begin changing out most of these energy conduits here. This might be a bit painful. Just have to see. Is there still... No, there can't be oil in here. The pump is done. Huh. Oh, actually, there might be some oil in there because these fluid conduits have to have fluid in them to push the fluid forward. So we might have lost a little bit of oil, but that's okay. So it's nice to know that the different tiers of energy conduits will connect to each other. So, for example, the energy conduits on these steam dynamos, I could just leave because they've got plenty of bandwidth here, if you could call it that. And these don't really get used anymore anyway. They're just kind of here as an emergency backup. So, you have to be a bit careful when replacing these because you have to make sure you click only on the conduit you want to break. And yeah, it's just going to be kind of a slow process, but it will get done. Okay, so the quarry has finished, and here are our shiny things. 154 diamonds, 1100 gold, not bad, 7200 iron. And ender pearl production is going pretty good. I removed the carrots and potatoes because the golems are being kind of stupid. So got over 3 stacks, not bad. That works very well. And it's a good thing I made the second ME drive because these are filled up with something. I have a feeling it might be, let's see, what was it? Limestone here, 10,000. That is the most plentiful thing that I have stored in my drives, so that could be what it is. Alright, now I am going to begin rewiring my ME system because this is just a gigantic mess. It is very hard to add new stuff. I don't fully understand what's going on. Occasionally, like right here, this device is suddenly missing a channel and I don't understand why. So I'm going to tear this all apart and rebuild it, and I will be back later. Alright, well, I've got my ME system all rewired, got everything put back except this acceleration card. I don't know where it came from. I'm going to assume it's not important. So, a bit inefficient for what we've got laid out now because I've got the ME controller in the center of the room and all the stuff on one side. So it's a lot of cables that I didn't really need to make right now, but I'm not really hurting for resources, so I thought I'd go ahead and just put the ME controller in the center. That way I can branch out wherever I need to. Alright, so over here... Oh, I love this. It's just so crazy compact. Let's take a good screenshot of that. So we got our ore processing here. This is where it exports all the ores and then pulverizes them and smelts them and then imports them back into the system. This is our soy milk tofu maker. Just takes up a 2-block space pretty much. And I just happen to have a 2-block space left over right there, so that's where I threw it. Got the inscribers for making the printed circuits, and then the inscriber for making the actual processors. Over here, I went ahead and combined the 2 different crafting doohickeys. What were they called? I don't know. And here's the molecular assembler. I went ahead and added another interface to it, even though I don't need it at the moment. And we should have more room for more molecular assemblers if we need them. right, we're up to 38 million cobble. We need 43 million to make bedrockium. I don't know if I'm going to have any use for it by the time I get there, but I will at least be able to say I made it. My server is not running quite as great right now as it was before. It's a little bit laggy. As you can see, that just the message there was a little bit slow to pop up. Some of the GUIs are as well. I don't know why. Hopefully it goes away pretty quickly. Okay, well, I was going to end that episode there, but I don't really like 10-minute episodes. I'd like to go a little bit longer. And I don't know what to do exactly, but I do want to talk a little bit. So today on the news, and this was probably like a week ago by the time you're seeing this video, they announced that Mojang was bought by Microsoft, and I was like, what? I must still be asleep. So I slapped myself in the face, and it hurt. And then I went and grabbed my phone and checked to confirm it, and sure enough, Mojang said that they were bought by Microsoft. They've said not to worry. I'm a little bit worried. But I will try not to. So, yeah, hopefully Microsoft won't, like, actually do too much to them. Anyone who knows me knows that I do not like Microsoft right now. I don't even want to go into it, really. But hopefully they won't have much say in the development of Minecraft. Hopefully YouTube monetization policies will stay the same and all that stuff. I mean, monetization doesn't really affect me too much. I only have 200 subs, so I don't really... It'll be a few more months at least before I get a check in the mail or whatever they do. And that's only if I'm lucky. So, yeah, I don't make much from doing this, but I've almost made as much as I spent on. Well, I can't say that. I believe that's the rule. I've never actually seen that in writing, but I've heard you can't actually say how much you've made. But it's a small number. I can assure you of that. So, I feel like there was something else I wanted to say as well, but I am horribly scatterbrained, and once I start talking about one thing, I totally forget about everything else, and it made me another stack of ender pearls. How lovely. So, this is episode 23, I believe. Doing pretty good. We've had this world since episode 8 or 9, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, so doing great. Compared to Season 1, haven't really made much more progress on my bees. I do have purebred cultivateds now, so that's good. So I guess next we'll want to turn the commons into nobles. And then I believe nobles become majestics, and majestics become imperials, and then I don't really know what else you need, and I'm probably not going to get very far with bees. I never do. I always get bored. It's not that it's not interesting, it's just not quite my thing, and it requires more attention than I can really spare. I feel sorry for my pets in the space. They just sit around, do nothing, they're not even allowed to talk. I'm kind of struggling to think of what else I should do at the moment. It's not very often I get this far in a world, as you guys are probably familiar with. I feel like I need some kind of goal. What could that be, though? Let's take a look at the mod list. I haven't done any Botania on this world, or blood magic. I don't know. I haven't slain a wither yet. What all can we do with a nether star in this mod pack? We can make a beacon, a nether star generator, chaos shards, the angel rings could be nice. I don't know what these cassette tapes do, or why you would make one out of nether stars. That seems ridiculous. Chunk loader from MFR, I don't know how that works. Porta spawner. Again, I don't know what that is. I should probably look that up. Awakened activation crystal, and that's it. I don't know. I'm actually pretty happy with this mechanism jetpack. The fuel lasts a really long time. It is expensive to fill up, really expensive. I usually just come down here and top it off when I get down to 22,000. Just because this electrolytic separator is just such a big power draw. Although it's probably not that much of an issue anymore. I don't know where that def marker came from. That was already here when I moved my world to this server. So it's kind of strange. So we got 1,000 buckets of ethanol. That seems like a lot. Actually gone through a pretty good bit of oil since I last looked. Well, I guess it's only like 20 or 30 buckets, so it's not that bad. So on the mod sauce server, I have decided that I'm going to live on a boat because Archimedes ships is freaking awesome. I've just been sailing around on a boat, and the world we got is a lot of ocean, so it kind of feels like I'm playing the Wind Waker, you know, the old Zelda game for the GameCube. It sounds weird calling it old. I remember playing that game when I was a teenager, and it was an amazing game. I don't care what anyone else says. But yeah, it's pretty cool just kind of sailing from island to island, seeing if there's anything of value there. I've been trying to find a good cave, and I just have not been able to. So I'm probably going to resort to branch mining pretty soon, even though I don't really like to do that. Alright, so I think I've probably run my mouth enough for this episode. Next episode, maybe we'll look into starting to get this cobblestone transformed into the octuple compressed cobblestone. You would think that that would be a pretty simple task, but I can tell you it's probably not going to be. Think about it. We're trying to convert 43 million cobblestone into one block, crafting 9 of them together to get a compressed, 9 compressed together to get a double compressed, and it just increases exponentially. It's ridiculous, the numbers that you're dealing with, and it's just very hard to wrap your brain around that. It is a lot of crafting, and I'm not 100% sure how we can do it in a reasonable amount of time. I mean, since my base is on a server, I can throw down a chunk loader and just let it go, but if I were to try to do it in this with the, like, go up in the crafting terminal and say, give me an octuple compressed cobblestone, I'm pretty sure it would say, I don't have enough storage space for that. You are crazy. So we're going to have to find some other way to do it. You can pipe stuff directly into the molecular assembler, so might look into that. And you can put acceleration cards into these, which I think makes them work faster. So maybe a chain of molecular assemblers would be a good way to do it. I'll just have to play around with it. Alright, so I'm going to wrap up the episode here. Thank you for watching. As usual, if you're not already subscribed, don't forget to do that on the way out. And I will see you next time.